I will say this: there is a theme,
Hey there, beloved Lions fans. Do you know what everyone has been talking about lately? The Lions made a bold move by selecting Jack Campbell in the first round of the 2023 draft, and he surprised fans with his response. But that's not all. The Lions are still trying to find their third receiver, and it seems like we've made the right choice. Smash that like button if you're a big Lions fan, and let's dive right into the video on Lions Roar News Center. The Detroit Lions made a daring move by selecting linebacker Jack Campbell with the 18th overall pick in the 2023 draft, defying critics who questioned the value of drafting a linebacker so high. Campbell responded by ranking second on the team in total tackles with 95 and even received a few votes for Defensive Rookie of the Year. Like any rookie, he experienced highs and lows, particularly in coverage, but showed significant improvement as the season progressed. By Thanksgiving, Pro Football Focus had ranked him as the 22nd best linebacker in the league. This offseason, Campbell has been the focus of much buzz, both within the organization and among external observers, as a potential rising star. He's stepping into the role of middle linebacker, a position that naturally comes with leadership responsibilities, even as veteran Alex Anzalone continues to play a crucial role at will linebacker. Speaking on 97.1 The Ticket, Campbell detailed where he sees room for improvement in his second season. He explained how he's been working on shedding blocks more effectively, a necessary adjustment from his college days at Iowa, where the strategy was to hit hard and cover two gaps. In the NFL, with the caliber of offensive linemen, Campbell has learned that a more subtle approach is required. He's also focused on improving his zone coverage, recognizing route concepts more quickly, and enhancing his pass rush and man-to-man coverage skills against tight ends and running backs. Lions linebackers coach Kelvin Sheppard praised Campbell for the high standards he maintains, which in turn challenged Sheppard as a coach. Every day, I have to ask myself how I'm going to challenge this player because Jack wants to be great. He's not going to accept average coaching, average teammates, nothing average. Sheppard summed up Campbell perfectly, saying, the way he runs to the ball, how he finishes plays, how he practices. Everything about this guy is full throttle, and that energy spreads to his teammates. The Lions selected Campbell because they saw him as the perfect piece for their defense and a long-term cornerstone. As he approaches his second season, he's on track to become that anchor they envisioned. And it's not just Campbell who's in the spotlight. The battle for the third spot in the Lions receiving corps is heating up, and the team may be considering a bold market move. With 2 weeks of training camp under their belt, the Detroit Lions are still searching for their third wide receiver. Josh Reynolds' departure this offseason left a gap in the receiving group, a gap that grew even larger when second-year receiver Antoine Green was placed on the injured list this week. While lesser-known receivers like Doris Fountain and Caden Davis have had solid performances in training camp, and veterans like Donovan Peoples-Jones and Khalif Raymond bring experience to the table, no one has firmly claimed the third receiver spot yet. This raises the question, should the Lions look outside the organization to fill this position? If General Manager Brad Holmes decides to explore external options, New York Giants wide receiver Darius Slayton could be an attractive target. Slayton, entering the final year of his contract with the Giants, may be available for trade. Recently, Ryan Fowler of Bleacher Report highlighted Slayton as a player the Giants should consider trading this preseason. A fifth-round pick in 2019, Slayton has accumulated 220 receptions, 3,324 yards, and 19 touchdowns in 76 career games. Last season, he contributed 50 receptions for 770 yards and 4 touchdowns. Despite his productivity, the Giants bolstered their receiving group this offseason, drafting Malik Neighbors and signing Allen Robinson. With a crowded receiving corps in New York, Slayton could end up on the outside looking in as the 2024 season approaches. While veteran Giants wide receiver Darius Slayton remains a familiar figure in the passing attack, he seems to be falling out of favor as training camp progresses, wrote Fowler. After skipping part of the offseason in pursuit of a new contract, Slayton's lost time has put him at a disadvantage, and now he's fighting for rotational snaps with Jalen Hyatt, a top 100 pick in 2023, for a bigger role. If the Lions acquire Slayton, he would immediately become the team's third best receiver, strengthening the entire receiving group. However, there are some downsides to consider. Slayton is set to become a free agent at the end of the season, making him likely a one-year rental. Additionally, the draft capital required to trade for him might be too high for Holmes and the Lions to justify at this point. It seems likely that the Lions will opt to stick with their current roster, allowing Peoples-Jones, Fountain, and Davis to continue competing for the third receiver spot as they gear up for the upcoming season. With so many key pieces falling into place, the Lions are in a unique position to challenge the big boys this year. In my opinion, Jack has the potential to be the defensive leader this team needs, while the search for the third receiver could define the success of the offense. What do you think? Drop your comment and don't forget to click on the video here on Lions Roar News Center to stay on top of everything happening with the Lions. See you there.